have nots to be like 5% shorter each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants. It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it. They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to, a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false. What
was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh, God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh, God.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, they pay us to do this. So we go off every week right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show. TGIW, everybody. Hey, family. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying this beautiful Wednesday. Thank you for everyone who is tuning in to the Be Inspired Radio Show that is live every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired, and I'm waiting for the rest of my team to come on into the studio. So right now I am flying solo. Actually, that's how I started this party. By myself. 2 years ago, I started the Be Inspired Radio Show, and I was the only one, the only host, and the team did grow. I do have 2 other hosts, Blizzard and Azrael, HL7 Azrael, who are on their way. They might be having trouble finding parking like I did, which is not normal. Well, at least, you know what? I think I've been spoiled because during the summertime, you know, it's not as much traffic, but then when school starts, it's like traffic everywhere and you can hardly find a parking space anywhere. So that's what happened tonight. I ended up having to park all the way down the street to get here. But I hope everybody had a great day today. Like I did. I had a cool day, you know, rainy and stuff. But, you know, on days like today, I want to be curled up in my bed somewhere under the covers. Yes. Snoozing away. And oh, hey, Gillian, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Everybody, if you are just tuning in, there are 3 amazing ways for you to connect to the show. You can tune in via www.beexposedradio.com or on Facebook at Be Exposed Radio, or also on YouTube at Be Exposed Radio. We loved y'all that much that we wanted to give you more ways to tune in. That's right. And, you know, we have a wonderful show because you can also see us. Hey, everybody. We have a fantastic show planned out for you tonight, as always. I'm excited because for the past 2 weeks, the last week and the week before, I was a guest on Sunset Soul Radio with Lakeisha Love Dawn Askins. And guess what? She's on our show tonight. Where's that bell? Ding, 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 ding. She is on our show tonight, and I'm excited about that. She is the author of the book Nibia. She'll probably correct me on the pronunciation of the book. But Nivea, I had a chance to read it, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. It is a family book. She did encourage me to read it to my children. I was able to read a portion of it to my children, but tonight we actually get to talk to her about the book and some of the themes throughout it. I'm always big on supporting and encouraging other people when they are doing something amazing. And that's what this platform is all about. The Be Inspired Radio Show is here to encourage and uplift people and give them a platform to share what they're doing. We have so many amazing people doing so many awesome things in this world. People who are tapping into their gifts to be an author, radio host, performers, all that good stuff. And on here in the Be Inspired Radio Show, we like to give people a chance to talk about those things and display their talent. We know that mainstream media has all kinds of junk on it all day long. All kinds of stuff on it. So I wanted the Be Inspired Radio Show, the premise of it to be a show that showcases the positive things that are happening in our community. A couple of weeks ago, we had Squeaky on. He's very known in the community, and I'm excited about the fact that he was on our show because he talked about his community center. And that's the kind of stuff that I want us to showcase here on the show. And that's what we've been doing for the past 2 years as this show has been up and running. So what I want you to do is do me a favor and share this video out to all of your friends. That's right. Just go down your whole friend list and invite everybody to tune in tonight, because we're going to be talking about some amazing things. And I'm grateful for everybody who is tuned in now. But do me a favor and invite all of your friends, because this show, just like every other show, is going to be amazing. Yes. Also, there are a lot of parents out there, especially in the Baltimore area, who sent their kids back to school. Me being one of them. Let me tell you how important this day is. I took off from work yesterday. Yes, I did. It is a holiday for all parents. The first day of school is a holiday for all parents. People were celebrating. Parents were like, woohoo! Yes, I'm telling you. I took off. I was so proud to drop my kids off. I'm telling you. Because it is work. It is work entertaining and occupying your children all summer long. You know, I love my babies though. I really, really, really do. But yes, so I was happy that they were able to start school yesterday, and they were excited though. They really were. They came home and told me all about their day in school. And my prayer is that, you know, the kids will keep that same excitement throughout the school year, and that they will be motivated to do well in school. We've been teaching our children, though, to, you know, make sure that they are engaged, because they are responsible for their education, and we're there to help them and encourage them along the way. But we can't do for them what they're supposed to do for themselves while they're at school. So we teach them to be engaged and do what they need to do while they're in class, and listen to the teacher and ask questions. You know, I encourage my children to ask questions. If it's something you don't understand, raise that hand and be like, hey, teacher, could you explain that again? Because that's what they're there for, and that's what my children are there for, to learn and engage. But yes, yesterday was the first day of school for my kids. I didn't go crazy with buying all these clothes for the first day of school. I did buy them a few things, but I just don't believe in going broke to buy new school clothes, especially if they have perfectly good ones already in a drawer that they can fit. Amen. Amen. Where the bell at? Boom, boom, boom. I just don't believe in going broke on buying a whole new wardrobe, especially if I'm not sure what kind of grades you're going to bring home yet. I need to see that report card. Yes. So definitely they did get a few new pieces, but, you know, I didn't go crazy with buying school clothes and stuff like that. So congratulations to all of the children who have gone back to school, who have moved on to the next grade. I pray that God will keep you all year long, that his protection will be all around you. Everybody's children, I pray that they will have a successful year in school. Now let's talk about this new storm, Irma, that is supposedly getting ready to hit. Well, I think it's already hit the Virgin Islands. and it's supposed to work its way up the east coast of the U.S. I think it's supposed to hit Florida and then work its way through the Carolinas. It's been a lot. First of all, we are in hurricane season, but Hurricane Irma is a Category 5 storm, which is a rare occurrence, and the winds are supposed to be like 180 some plus. So my prayers go out to all of those who are in the path of Irma. I know Houston was just hit. Houston, Texas was just hit with a storm, and they're recovering. And now my prayers go out to all of the families that are in the path of Hurricane Irma, and I'm just praying that at some point it will just go off the coast and just dissipate, just go away. We definitely don't need any more damage, but my prayers, and please everyone be safe. If you hear on the news they tell you to evacuate, do what you can if you can, you know. Try to keep yourselves safe and do what you need to do. Get batteries, all that good stuff, candles, whatever you can. I know there are a lot of people, you know, my prayers for like the homeless and people who don't have the means to evacuate or to get the things that they need during times like this. It's very, very tough. But my prayers go out to all of those who have been affected by the storm that happened in Houston, and those who are in the path of the storm, Hurricane Irma. Is definitely not something that we have control over, but I'm hoping that everyone will be as safe as possible. Again, thank you everybody who is tuned in. Again, please share this video out, this radio show out to as many people as you can. I am hoping that we will break the internet tonight with everybody who will be tuned into the Be Inspired radio show. Yes. Tune in, invite your entire friend list. Thank you everybody. Oh, we did get a comment. Gillian said, invited from London. Thank you so much. She said, love your show. I appreciate you all the way in London. Thank you, Gillian, for tuning in. Zena, who always tunes in every week, I thank you so much. An awesome supporter of the show. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Again, we have a great show planned out for you tonight. We have Lakeisha Love Dunn Askins, who is here. She is the host of Sunset Soul Radio that comes on every Thursday right here on Be Exposed Radio, and the amazing author of Nivea, and she'll probably again correct me on the pronunciation of this word because I have been known to mess up a word or two, but count my head and not my heart. I have been reading this book, and it's very interesting. It's very descriptive, and I don't want to get into it that much because I want us to talk about it more as the show goes on. But it has a lot of awesome themes in it, and it is a family book. It is a fictional book, which is it's not a rare thing, but a lot of the authors that we've had on the show have written books about self-help and written their own story, which is amazing. But when I come across books like this, where a person use their imagination to write a fictional story or a sci-fi or something like that, I'm always very intrigued, and I always want to know what they did or what inspired them to write a book like this. So we get to talk with Lakeisha a little bit later on about the book and what inspired her to write it. It definitely, so tonight's theme, if you didn't know, is we're going to be talking about discovering the power within, which is one of the main themes of this book, discovering the power within. And that's why it is a good book to share with your family and friends, because it talks about discovering the power within and teaching young people also that through adversity, you can find the power that lies within, and understanding your destiny through some of the tragic situations that you might go through in life. So we'll talk talk about that a little bit more in the show. And I do have some announcements to make. I'm excited because we are partnering up with so many different people on the Be Inspired Radio Show. As you know, we are international. We have listeners in the UK, in London, in Australia, and we're continuing to grow. And I'm grateful for that. And just plain old networking with people and just being nice to people. That's how you expand your network. Seriously. And I've been doing a lot of that with some people that I've been coming in contact with, and a lot of international people. I just met someone who lives in Scotland. Wow, right? In Scotland. So I'm excited about that because I wanted this platform to be just more than a radio show, but one that serves as a source of inspiration. I'm truly hoping that it is doing that for so many people. But again, I'm asking that you will invite as many people as you can to tune in tonight. Also, please call in. If you have a question or a comment, call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. This is an interactive show. I always say that. This is not just, yes, you can listen to it, but we love to interact with our guests. We love when you ask us questions or leave comments. And if you're looking via Facebook Live, we do listen to and read those messages in the Facebook Live feed. Also on YouTube, we do check those comments as well. So please send them in. Again, the topic for tonight is discovering the power within, and we have an amazing guest, Lakeisha Love Dawn Askins, who is going to be talking about her book, which the theme of that book is finding the power within, and we'll get to dig a little deeper into that. Right now, what we're going to do is go on a break, and so I'm hoping everyone who is tuned in will stay tuned in, because I don't want you to miss a drop of the show, because it's just going to be so much wonderfulness happening. And yes, I did say wonderfulness. Okay, it's going to be a great show tonight, and I'm happy for everybody who is tuned in. So when we come back from the break, there'll be a couple of announcements, and then we'll dig right into our show. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Did I have to say alleged anywhere in here?
This is the wrong song to play in this topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleaze suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen... Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's prurient.
Let me see. Can I where's a point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. My cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man he had no venereal diseases. At that point, they watched the porn and engaged in mutual oral compilation, mutual self-gratification, rubbing and massaging each other, play wrestling, licking, and unprotected intercourse. So, look, my question to my three people here at my panel, are they trying to say, because that's when they said he got this disease 4 years ago, or virus, HIV, 4 years ago. Are they trying to say that he got it from gay sex?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it seems.
Consensus of the room is
not all the female prostitutes that he was doing. It was the guy.
Just they interjected this one guy in there.
Yeah, you know what that is? That's Sheen having a very good publicist.
Yeah, that is. Partly, but partly this is the guy.
That's the best story you could go out with.
Yeah, right. This is the story that made the rest of these stories explode, basically.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio. Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taking over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then, I mean, literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening, where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off. And
especially if they're from China.
Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice Products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice Products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
so
building.
You just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, 'cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like and tear it up, but just like a
a little 1-2,
pal, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it, very posy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that's mean you don't have the dance gene and you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's not what I was doing.
I can dance, but I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Banji soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right. And they should.
Little Banji soul. Yeah. But just mark it so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from. Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. TGIW. Welcome back to those who have already been tuning in to the Be Inspired Radio Show. And welcome to those who are just tuning in. We are so happy that you're hanging out with us tonight on the Be Inspired Radio Show. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know one of the co-hosts, Blizzard.
And unfortunately, our third wheel is not here. Azro, HL7 Azro. Hopefully he will be joining us a little later. But we are happy that all of you are joining us tonight. Because as always, we have a fabulous show planned out for you. And yeah, you know how we do on the show. You know how we do.
Let's talk about that parking out there, though.
I know. I talked about it a little bit in the beginning of the show. Man. And, my theory is because school is back in and people are back to their regularly scheduled programming, not vacationing and all that stuff. So I'm thinking parking is a little slim.
I'm going to need a designated reserved parking spot like mine.
Yeah. Where our parking permits, money? We need some parking permits. Nah, but yeah, we're competing with a lot of the different, places around here. So it's a little tough at times to find a parking spot, but we made it.
At school because it's been more traffic than usual.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When school gets back in session, traffic is bananas, and it always takes me longer to get to work in the morning because of that. So anyway, family, again, we have a great show. Tonight's topic is discovering the power within. And you'll learn a little bit more about what that topic is as we get on with the show. And our great guest, Lakeisha Lovedon Askins, is here tonight. I'm so excited to talk to her. She is the host of the Sunset Soul radio show that comes on every Thursday from 8 to 10, which I've had the pleasure of being a guest on twice, 2 weeks in a row. Talking about anxiety and depression, which is a chapter in the book. Not a shameless plug. I really mean to plug this book, okay? Wisdom on the Wall. Yes, where I am one of the authors of the book. I co-authored this book with Alicia Adams and Kadisha Carroll. The three of us teamed up to write Wisdom on the Wall, which is an amazing book. It has all kinds of gems in it about how to live life. Yes, everybody needs a little bit of motivation on how to get through this thing called life, right?
On air. My mother said she wanted a copy. So
okay.
I'm saying it on air.
All right, Mama Zena, you're going to get a book. We're going to get you, Mama Zena, we're going to hook you up. She always tuned in every week, too, which I love. She is a faithful listener and viewer of the Be Inspired Radio. Shout out to Mom Dukes. And also, I have a few announcements that I do need to make. Now, September the 22nd, 2017, your girl is the host of the Live on Purpose Conference.
Life right there.
Yes, I'm so excited. I will be working all weekend long, Friday through Sunday. I am the host of that event. Kadisha Carroll is the coordinator and the founder of the Live on Purpose Conference. She is also known as Miss Live on Purpose, which is kind of funny because I'm Miss Be Inspired, and we kind of teamed up to do some things together. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be at the Courtyard by Marriott in Williamsburg, Virginia. You can go to www.kadishacarroll.com to find out more information about that conference. And I'll try to put some more information on the Facebook Live feed and on our page. But I have two other announcements that I want to make. Now, if you are looking for employment, tune in. Yes, get your ears together because I do have two job opportunities here for you. Okay. Yes, at Living Out Loud Inc., a nonprofit organization, is looking for qualified, certified nursing assistants. So if you are a CNA and you are looking for a job, Living Out Loud is looking for you. Of course, you need to be a certified nursing assistant with CPR and first aid certification. I will post some more information about that. If you are interested in this job, you can call 410-665-2600, Living Out Loud Incorporated. Also, they are also hiring for another position, which is called a direct support professionals. You'll be working directly with individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. So if you're interested in that, all you need to do is have a valid driver's license, own a reliable transportation, and be able to pass a criminal background check, folks. Okay, you need to have those three things if you're looking to be hired by Living Out Loud Incorporated for a part-time position as a direct support professional. You can call again, 410-665-2600 if you need more information about that. We're going to be shouting this out all throughout the shough because, you know, folks, times is hard. Yeah. And people need a little employment. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep on announcing that throughout about the show. We're getting ready to take a quick break. I am asking everyone who is tuned in to stay tuned in because our guests will be in the studio in just another minute. Lakeisha Love Don Askins will be joining us, and we'll be talking about this amazing book. And our topic for tonight is discovering the power within. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Marnie, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia, or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles and Mr. Miles the Writer.
Hip Hop King, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Marnie, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all. You can have my belly, right? I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they
I
need
can
a
use
butt.
a little extra tissue there.
I can pop it right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow getter herself, Anissa Maureen, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
So, since we're talking about the book, can you give people a synopsis of what the book is and what's the name of the book again, and then what it's about?
The name of the book is From Trial to Afflictions. More than one, because there were more than one afflictions.
Yes.
The book is talking about, actually, it's my life story. And I have to add in there that when that prophet told me, he said, tell your story, write the story. He said, and God said, tell your addiction. Now, see, I'm not going to tell the addiction because you have to get the book to read it. But it was about deliverance. Mm-hmm. It was about all the, trials and tribulations we go through. People that come into our life, even people that come to try and break you down or draw you down. So that
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com, with your host, Miss Be Inspired, on the mic.
Yeah. One of the co-hosts, Blizzard.
And the artist at Angel HL7 Azure.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a hand clap. I'm glad you're here. Oh my God, we all had a crazy time trying to find a parking space. Woo! But we here. And we are here. We're not here by ourselves, y'all. We got a great and fabulous guest with us. Lakeisha Love Don Askins is here on the show with us today.
Thank you for the invite.
My bad.
Yes. So, okay, I actually had the pleasure of being on her show the past 2 weeks, talking about depression, the silent killer in the church. And I was able to share about anxiety and depression, which is a chapter that I wrote in the Wisdom on the Wall book that I've talked about and shared with everybody. But tonight, is sort of a return of favor, but really is a pleasure to me because it's rare that you come across. Okay, so most of the authors we've had on the show have written self-help books and have written books about their own lives, which is cool. Nothing's wrong with that. Let me put that disclaimer out there. Nothing is wrong with that. But it's rare when you come across a fictional book that someone has written, because it takes a lot of imagination that comes from an amazing place. So when I started reading this book, Lakeisha, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was as I started to read it, I got really excited about it. I have a few comments about it that
please
all good.
No, but listen, I'm here for the good and bad because as you can see, it's a to be continued.
Yeah.
So I take all criticism, construction criticism, not just haters, but even with the haters, I listen. Yeah. That's still what you saw, whether it's good or bad. That's how you interpreted it. So I appreciate any feedback so I can move forward with the next one.
Well, thank you, because I'm telling you, and I wish the guys had the pleasure of reading it, but I did send them the synopsis of the book. I was like, first of all, let me tell you, the book is on Amazon because I searched.
I believe you. I mean, I appreciate all support, but I believe if you have Kindle, you can read it for free.
Like, really? You can I did see the option there, but I wasn't sure how it worked.
I don't know how that part goes. I have Kindle, but I only purchased it to look at my book. Okay. So I don't really know. I'm just telling you the truth. So I don't know how it goes, but I do know that I know someone had told me it's like every few months they give you free books to read or something like that. So you might be able to read it on there.
All right, fellas. So y'all gotta go get this book.
I'm on it
and read it. Y'all gonna love it.
I have to find my old Kindle. My mom took it forever. Was grounded from reading.
Yeah.
Really?
So the title is called Nivea.
Yeah.
It is Nivea. You said when I was listening to your show, you did say it right. I was like, no, she did right.
Too. I was like, Nivea.
y'all know how I can mess up a word. I was
like, hold that. Let me make sure I got the title right before I ask a question.
Nivea, yeah. So first of all, just introduce yourself to everybody, because we sure skipped over, but that's because you family to us. So, but please introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Lakeisha Love Dawn S, because I just go by Love Dawn or Lakeisha, whatever you call me. You can say, hey girl, I'm going to answer. But I am a mother of 4, author, newly authored. The book came out, I believe, the fall of last year. So it'll be out almost a year now. Process of writing the next book, but it's not the next one for this one. It's a different book. I am a host here at Sunset Soul Radio Show that comes on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Shameless plug. That sums me up. I sing. I have a song on iTunes. I'm in the process of getting my CD completed. So my hands is in a whole lot of things at the moment. Artsy, so awesome. That's what they call it.
Yes.
Now the song on iTunes. What's the name of the song?
The song is "Smile" by Love Dawn.
Love Dawn. So just type "Smile" and Love Dawn, it'll pop up.
"Smile" by Love Dawn. Honestly, also you can go to YouTube. It's on YouTube. Also, everything is on there for free. I mean, any support I appreciate. It's 99 cents on iTunes, but you can listen to it on YouTube for free by still putting in "Smile" by Love Dawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
For sure.
"Smile." That title right there.
I'm telling you. But yes, so I really want to really get into this book, and the fellas will probably have questions too, with general questions, about how you got started with the book. But so first of all, my first reaction was like, oh my God, this book is so imaginative. Like when you read it, you actually go on a journey with the main character, Dawn. It starts out with action, you guys. So if you like a book that has action in it, this book starts out with action.
So you can visualize.
Yeah. So when you first read it, it grabs you because it's not boring. Like the first chapter is not just setting you up for what the book is about. You know how some books set you up for like, okay, so this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen. Right. And you're like, let me do the thinking for myself. Don't tell me. Not this book. It starts, I'm not going to give it away because I need you to buy it, but it starts out with a dramatic scene.
Support.
Yeah. It starts out with a dramatic scene. So so as you were writing this book, what was the general feel you wanted people to have when they read it?
Okay, so the one word that kept coming up as I was writing this, and anytime I would do, like you said, a synopsis or send anything to anybody, was empowerment.
Okay.
So it fits with the theme of your show.
Okay.
Because strength is needed, and this is a strong female lead, which we have. I've read books with strong women lead characters, but it's usually a love story,
right?
Or like you say, self-help books, like I'm an overcomer type of thing, and it's nothing wrong with that, as you say. But it was very rare that you saw a strong female lead that was what some would call a superhero,
yes, that's
or have that really fight. Or I mean, like I haven't seen this since what Wonder Woman. I mean, like it's been a minute for us to really have.
Not to cut you off, but she is comparable to a Wonder Woman, but you can see yourself being a Dawn,
right? Even down to her build, and it was so crazy because the picture on the book, I ran a summer camp, and I had a youth worker who for whatever reason applied for a summer camp but was not good with children.
Okay.
And I was not, I'm the employee that just wouldn't turn the child away. So I was trying to find jobs to make it work for them. So I'm like, well, what do you do? So he drew. So I said, this is what you're going to do. Your summer will consist of you coming in. I went to Walmart. Well, I sent the youth worker to Walmart to get all the equipment that he needed. He had to have certain pencils and stuff like that to draw with, the sketch pad. And I said, I want you to draw this picture. And that we sat down and we painted a picture, and he was trying to, of course, when you say a woman, any lead character, the shape is a certain kind of way. I was like, no, boo, that ain't it.
Right.
That's not how I don't want it to look like that.
Woman,
that's not
okay. Let's put some curves.
Right. I said no. So I said make a little bit more wider. No, little wider. So we was going back and forth, but I wanted to make sure that the book, like you say, was relatable. Realistic.
Yeah.
And the picture had to do the same justice. And I didn't want it to be. I mean, like it was going to take up the whole book. I just didn't want it to be the normal. And he did a awesome job with taking my picture, and once you read the book and go back and look at the picture, then you can see all of the subtle details that he put into it, and it's just amazing. His creativity was awesome.
The one thing that stood out to me was the garden that you read a little bit more. I'm not giving y'all nothing away. I'm not going to spoil this.
I like the bird.
Okay, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still in the process of reading it. So I've been reading chapter by chapter. But what I've read so far, it's like, oh my God, you want to go to the next chapter. Like you okay, what's going okay, so then I'm the type of person too, I always try to read the end part too.
Everybody jumps to the end. Everybody does that.
I couldn't help it though, because as I was reading through it, I was like, well, what's gonna be the outcome? Because it's so exciting. But the end part will leave you, I'll just say, waiting for part 2.
Okay, so it's a setup for part 2.
But it is,
yeah.
But there is a completion of this story,
right?
And that was also something that I struggle with, because when you write, for me, people laugh because when I was writing this, and even with my second book, I said, when you ask me questions, I can't answer it because I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like as I'm writing the story, it's almost like your alter ego is over you, telling you what to say, as you're writing. So it's like I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm reading as you're reading, it's the same thing. So it's like with the end, I struggle because I said, I don't want to leave a cliffhanger. I don't like cliffhangers.
Right.
Yeah. I want this to be done, but I want it because the book is so relatable.
Right.
Life is when you go to sleep at night, that's the end of your day, but there's still to come, prayerfully you'll get up tomorrow and then you have another day to look forward to. Right. But that day was completed. And I think that's what I was going for that with the book. I wanted the day to be over, that moment, those issues, that problem to be over.
Right.
But tomorrow will bring forth another,
else. I'm waiting on tomorrow. Once I finish the book, I'm like, oh.
The name of the book, Nivea. Where did that come from?
Good question.
You know what's so crazy? There's no awesome story with this name. The purpose of the book, I'm sorry, I wish I had like an awesome coup de grace. I don't. But because what happened was, it was me and my children. they were struggling with reading and comprehension at school. And they would send home ditto sheets. And it would be random paragraph stories. Of course, random stories. And they would have to answer the questions about the stories. And it was draining for me. So I can only imagine. And so I asked the teacher, I said, is this work counted? And she said, no, it's just so that they can practice. I said, so then they don't have to read this, right? I mean, because it's really, not a waste of time because they needed to read, but it wasn't information. It wasn't informative for them. It was just, mundane work. So I said, listen, can we write something? And I figure if we write it and we build on a story, then they'll be more interested in what we're doing. So Nivea started, it was me and my kids throwing names out there. And it's a Christian-based book. Yes. And if you are not a Christian, you would read this book and you would just see the fairy tale. You would just see the fiction of it all. But if you are Christian, then you would completely know what Nivea, where Nivea is. Basically, it's the direct comparison to what we would call the Garden of Eden. So me and my kids came up with a catchy name to go with that, and then we build a story around the garden. And the garden is just, when you think about flowers and you think about planting, you think about growth and maturity, all of that took place in any garden is what takes place with us. We grow. We have to constantly nourish and take care of ourselves and all that. So it was just a lot of, it's a very ambiguous book. So, and the reason why I push for it to be read together as a family is because by you being a woman, you're going to read from one perspective because you are a woman. So you are going to read from the one female's perspective. By you being a male, a protector, you're going to read from a whole other perspective, which there is a character in the book to highlight the strength of the man, but also making room to allow her, I'm here, but I can't, you got to do this. My job is to cover you. So each character plays a role what you can identify with. But I wanted to highlight, if nothing else, a mother, because that strength is unmatched. It takes a special kind of woman to be a mother, period, and then to be a single mother at that. We don't get the shine that I think we should get, not taking anything from a man, but the strength that comes along with having to do it alone is definitely supernatural. So
what I like about the book too is you get to see Dawn evolve in that way. You see her start off being this young woman that well, let me go back first. So you talked about Nivea and you talked about everything that it represents, growth and maturity. I like how they Dawn, I'll say Dawn, always ends up going there when she needs to level up, if you will. Like, that's how it seems like when she needs the charge, when she's getting her next dose of power or whatever, she ends up in, Nivea.
Now you read it as going, as a desire to go. Somebody else reads it as her running there. Right. Running away from it. So so that's how it is written. And the reason why I love feedback is because I want to know your interpretation. Is it going to, I'm going to seek, power or strength or to level up, or I'm running there because I'm running away from something. So it's all about perception.
That is true. Ooh. But then too, with Dawn, you get to see, I'm telling you, the book is good. So we're talking about it like this because it really is that kind of book that will cause you to respond. It's an interactive book. You're involved in it. So once you start reading it, you become part of the story in a way. You can envision yourself in it. But I like that you can see Dawn evolve in this book. Is that the intention that you wanted people to see when they were reading the book?
Yes, because the desire is for all of us to evolve.
Right.
And the purpose of Dawn in this story is to not only be strength, but to impart. Like I said about a mother, and if even like your radio show, the goal, as you said, is so that you can have a platform for situations like this. This is you leading, imparting, giving wisdom, giving information, giving knowledge. So this all goes right back to, it doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to be a mother. This is your baby. If you have a gift or talent, that is your baby, and you have to nurture that. So the goal is for everybody to look at it and everybody to see the growth and maturity of it, and look at it as from the perspective of growing or taking care of this thing that I have that is special to me, and I have to train somebody else to grow and do the same thing. As I say, when she was what we call them in the story, the lights. Everybody have the ability to do exactly what she does.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to utilize the gifts that they have.
Right.
So it's learning who you are and how to access who it is. But for her, it's just that she has to move so quick, so much quicker than other people because she has to teach. So,
well, we are about to take a break in just a minute. I want to thank everybody who is tuned in. We've got people hearting and liking and thumbs up our video. I'm so excited. Thank you, everybody who is tuned in. We already had somebody, Vivian, shout out to Vivian, who'll be here next week, who said the book sounds like a great book.
Thank you, Vivian.
Yeah, so you have some supporters for sure. Listen, everybody, you gotta stay tuned because we're gonna dig a little bit more into Nivea, and I want to talk about Bakar. I love that name, and I'm gonna tell you what I thought about the name when
I'm quite sure we thought the same thing.
I was like, this is too hilarious, but I love it. Okay, so please stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there a lies button?
Somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. That was done. I said, how dare you? You filthy ass animal. Get the hell out of my house. It was a problem. Because it's like, clearly, you don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all? Because that's a problem for me, too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabril just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to, out him and what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh yeah, I'm on that.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Can you tell I was not ready? First of all, I'm doing the biggest no-no in radio history. I'm eating candy. Y'all gotta forgive me. But anyway, welcome back to the show. So excited for everybody who is tuned in. This is your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. Bloopers.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard
and the artist and Angel HL7 Azrael.
And tonight we have our guest with us. I'm so excited. Lakeisha Love Don Askins, who is the author of the book, and I'm gonna keep holding it up because I want you all to get familiar with what it looks like if you can see it. It is called Nivea. Nivea. And she is also the host of the Sunset Soul radio show that comes on every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio. She's family, y'all. So just tell everybody, hey, Dawn.
Hi, everyone. No, I'm cool with Dawn.
Yeah.
Love Dawn. Keisha Dawn, I'm serious. I do.
Like, which one? I was like, oops. It came out that way. But yes, so I'm excited because we have been talking about the book Nivea. All of us have been asking questions about it. I told you my first reaction, so I'm gonna read what I wrote.
Okay.
It's just a little teeny something. I said the book is imaginative, fun, but has a powerful message about how a tragic situation can lead to the discovery of one's destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I sound like a book reviewer.
You did. Take your time. Say it a little slower.
You want me to say it a
little strength?
With a little more strength?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me hold on.
Slow down.
Candy on the side of my mouth. Okay. No, read for me.
Oh, he gonna give me theatrics. Yes.
Yes, he got you.
Thoughts on the book. Imaginative, fun, but has a powerful message about how a tragic situation can lead to the discovery of one's destiny. It is definitely a book that can be read to your children as well. Very descriptive. A lot of spiritual references, although it is not a religious book.
Boom.
Yeah.
Did I capture it?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
Yes. And you know, even though it I know it has faith base because I am a Christian woman. So as I've read through the book, I could see all kinds of biblical references all throughout it. But even if you are not a Christian or a person in faith, or if you're not a religious person, I'll say that this book is still an amazing book. It teaches you about how you can find the power that is within. So that is our topic for tonight. This discovering the power that is within. And so can you just talk a little bit about how that topic is related to this book, discovering the power within?
Well, just taking the word discovering, first of all, that states that something already exists.
Wow.
And this was important for me. And before the commercial break, you were talking about how the book started, and it was a tragic incident. Well, if you go back even before that, she had already had a desire to help others.
Yes, that's right.
The incident kind of catapulted her desire. It just made it much more stronger that she didn't want this to happen to anybody else. That type of thing. And we all have that, whether it's being bullied and now I don't want to see anybody else get bullied, so you have a soft spot. If it's somebody who, God forbid, got in a car accident and now you're extra cautious because you don't want this person, it doesn't matter. We all have just being human, you know, that we don't want something bad that we've already went through. We don't want to put that pain on anybody else.
Right.
So that the power that we have already exists within us. We just have to discover that thing that's in us that we that outweighs all of the negativity, outweighs all of the doubt. It's within us. We have to tap into that. And it took this tragic incident to help her tap into this thing. And I think that for us as people, we tend to just take the easy road and for we just do enough that'll sustain me for today. But to really get past this mediocrity, to really get past, the just having enough, we have to tap into our inner strength, our inner power that we already have. I don't care what faith you are, what religion, whatever. Everybody has strength within.
Yes.
You have to learn how to tap into that thing that you have. God gives gifts without repentance. You have a thing. You have to discover yours.
Yeah.
That's,
Why is that discovery of your gift so important? Why do you think?
Well, because other than that, you're just straggling along. You're just doing enough. I know I can get up. I can get a job we were just talking about McDonald's or whatever. I don't know if that's a plug or not, but anybody could do that. You can find an apartment that fits under the budget of your McDonald's check. You can find a car that fits under the budget of your McDonald's check. Or you can discover that thing that's in you and live your happiest life, your happiest self. I told someone before they was getting ready to get married, and I'm a stickler for, that by now. I'm just pretty honest. So I'm not the person you want to ask the question to, if you don't want the truth. So I said, let me tell you this. You can get married and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just won't be your happiest. But you'll be fine because you're strong.
Yeah.
But you will not be your happiest self. Now that's the decision that I ain't gonna tell you that ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna tell you that, but I'm saying you won't be your happy. Now I'm just using marriage, but that's no different from working a job that you're miserable in. Or going to school for a degree that that's not what you should be doing.
Right.
I'm just saying you have to discover that thing that's in you to make you want to be your happiest self. You have one life, just one.
Yes. All right, then. Listen, we're getting ready to take another break. But when we come back, we're going to talk more about Nivea. But I also want to dig a little bit more into our topic tonight, discovering the power that is within. This book is an awesome way for you to at least start on that journey. Once you read it, I think it'll start pricking your heart a little bit, and you'll start wanting to dig into your own life and start doing some discovery. But let everybody just come on back after the break. Come on, stay tuned if you're tuned in, and also invite your friends to join in. Go down your whole friend list like we always say, and just invite, okay? So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BigExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BigExposedRadio.com.
So yeah, people that gravitate towards the simple fact that they just sit around and look at your comments and look at what you post on Facebook or social media for that matter, and they see the videos and they see the messages, and they quickly assume that it's about them. But people understand this, that there are 50 billion more people in this world other than your goddamn self. So it's not everybody is going to be talking about you. I know quite few people, and I said that to the person. I said, I just don't know you.
Right.
I know a lot of other people. I love music.
Hey everybody, this is your girl, the magical Anissa Maureen. Make sure you tune in to the Charm City Direct Radio Show every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m.
Ladies, thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is the reality of the world that we're living in. A lot of young people don't have the information that is necessary to have healthy lives. And a lot of the organizations that are geared towards young people don't have individuals that are going to be as honest as this gentleman.
One of the issues that I have with this quote unquote Christian nation that we live in is
it's
that
not just the Christians,
religion allows you to live in denial, but the world does not live in denial. So who are you helping with your? All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm about to do something.
The reason I shrink that or take that away because it's people who are not religious. It's people who they're not giving their young people, or they don't have a person that could be that honest with them. I mean, we all have that. I know I had a mother like that.
There are
rather than
and it's just and it's been recently because I've recently had more interaction with teen mothers than I have in my whole life. I wasn't my mother wasn't a teen mother. Her mother was. She made sure none of her daughters were. So it was, And as I get older and working in certain areas, you tend to run into that. And one of the things that blows my mind is how often a teen mom does not talk to their child at all, period, much less their daughter that they had at 15 to say, these are the realities of sex. These are the realities of the choices that you can or cannot make. These are the realities. Like, how do you not, after going through it yourself, knowing the stress, the looks, how do you then turn and look at someone else and say, all right, good luck? I mean, this is your offspring. I'm sorry. I just get very emotional about that. It bothers me that there are a great deal of people.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Back, everybody. TGIW and all that good stuff. Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BigExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
You already know your boy Blizzard.
And HL7 Azrael.
Yes, absolutely. And we have our guest tonight, Lakeisha Lovedon Askin.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
She is the author of the book Nivea. And I'm telling you, this is definitely a very inspiring book, but it's fun too. You know, it's fun to read. It's very descriptive, and I think it's one of those books that you can share with your family, your friends, and it has a spiritual base. But you know, even if you're not a highly religious person, you can read through this. I happen to be a Christian, so I was able to read through it and find a lot of biblical references in it, which I love. And as you said, I'll continue to read it and highlight what I could find in it. I might not get everything, but I'll do the best I can. So before I read, because I do want to read, is this like a poem?
Introduction.
Okay, it's an introduction. I do want to read this introduction. It's not long at all, but for our listeners who are just tuning in, can you just give them a little synopsis of what Nivea is, the book is?
It's a woman who has a desire to help others. She has always had a desire to help others, and because of a tragic incident that happened to her, she wanted even more to make sure that didn't happen to anyone else. And she is what we would call like a chosen one, the chosen one. So she had the desire, and that finally met with the gift, the power. She was given a special power to magnify whatever it is she already had a desire to do. So now her reach was much longer than, you know, right in the city of Baltimore, because it is Baltimore based.
Right.
So her reach was much more beyond what she could possibly imagine. And after a while, as she continued to learn her craft and learn that she could be everywhere and anywhere and all that at the same time, she realized like it was intimidating. It was too much for her. And eventually I call him the angel, and the book explains to her
actually
that
it's the angel. T-H-E-E.
He expressed to her that what she had was not just for her. That she had so much because it was her job to impart into others. This was not a one-man show,
right?
You know, so what we would in the Christian faith would call the church. You know, now she has to impart this gift, teach not only what she is learning how to do, she has to now teach others to be able to do that, because she's what we would call the light, and we have to protect the light from darkness. So.
We had an interesting comment just came through.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So anyway, but yes, Nivea, this book is awesome. I am telling you, you are going to love it. It is highly inspirational. I'm going to read the introduction of the book. It says, power. What is power? An undeniable strength or unquestionable authority. It is a blessing or a curse. Will it make you or break you? The real question is, who were you without it? Does your heart long for the betterment of others even before yourself? Do you secretly yearn to see another person accomplish a goal even if you don't? Where does your morals lie? A follower of darkness with power magnifies darkness. A follower of light with power ensures greatness until it doesn't. Regardless of how great and mighty we may become, we are yet human. Humanity is a breeding ground for mistakes, slowly depleting our strength, causing moments of weakness in what should be our highest level of reign. So what is truly power if when you need it most, though your heart is pure, access is denied? You are now provided with the means along with the desire to conquer, but no longer capable. You are now strong and vulnerable. You are now weak and powerful. You are now a mother. Only someone who has birthed greatness can testify to how bittersweet the gift can be. You have opened yourself up for wonders and sorrows. You are no longer of your own. Your heart is exposed. Your soft spot is reachable. But when you realize that true power transcends, you will recognize what came from you holds its own might. Energy begets energy. What is dynamic will remain, because ultimately what we perceive as power is truly the will to do and a map to reach. It lies deep within the core of mankind, feeding on the pain endured during the journey. Power can't be lost, but can be hard to find. But when you do find it, you'll remember that what you longed for was always there. Who you thought needed it had their own. What you thought was gone was waiting on you. And the nourishment and guide to get there is everything you've gone through. Love, Dawn. Okay, so can you talk a little bit about that? Now, that's somewhat of that is not somewhat, but it is a great introduction to the book. But can you explain the motivation for writing the intro in this style?
Well, for the most part, the goal was so that you can read it and understand what the journey that you would get ready to go on. And that is to find out what power is and do you really want it.
Yes.
Because at some point in time in the book, she second guessed it. Once everything began to be laid on her shoulders, she began to question, I don't know if I actually can or even want to do this anymore.
Right.
You know, so when we ask the question, what is power? You know, everybody don't deal with power the same way. Everybody can't handle elevation the same way.
Right.
You know, so you need to first be sure this is what you want. And then also to know that when you do have that gift and when you are blessed with being a mother, and we were talking about in the intro poem, it talks about being a mother, it's saying that the vulnerability of it all. It's one thing to take care of you. I was just telling somebody about the storm that's coming. You can run by yourself. It's totally different when you're running with 2 and 3 children, you know, behind you. So the openness, I call it the soft spot in the middle of your head. It's I mean, it is a world unbeknownst to anybody unless you're actually in it. You are strong. You have to be strong to be the mother, but then you have to be weak because that's your soft spot. People say, oh, I don't want to do this because I think they're going to use my children. That's you know, this is a position that power, this is a position that motherhood comes in, and that's what the story talks about. But towards the end of the intro poem, also towards the end of the book, you get it that this child, this gift, this is of your loins. You don't have to protect them because they came from you. They are protected. The same way you were protected. That's not your job to protect. You can only do but so much. Your job is to teach. Your job is to impart. Your job is to groom this thing. And when you have done it, know that they came from you. They are a part of you, and they're going to be fine. So their power lies within as well. And so this is what the intro was.
That theme was repeated several times throughout the book, and I think I highlighted it because Dawn had to continue to be reminded throughout the book. And I'll say it because I don't think it's a spoiler, because I think it's something that I think we can all glean from. So she was constantly being told by Bakar, I love that name, that your job is to prepare, develop, impart, and groom. That was constantly repeated throughout the book. Prepare, develop, impart, and groom. And a lot of times we think we are able to save the whole world, but truthfully, that is your way of touching the whole world. When you impart, when you teach, when you get that person to the point where they're able to do the same thing, which is to help somebody else, you are transforming the world. You are touching the world. So no, you might see somebody getting robbed over there, and or somebody across town might be getting robbed. You may not be able to save them, but you've imparted something into somebody, goodness into that person, the light into that person, and they see that situation, they're going to want to help. So I think that was an amazing point in the book, but something that could be taken for all of us to really use as a theme for our own life. What are some other themes in the book, without giving away any details, that you think is really important for people to get?
There was a chant, and I laugh every time I think about this. Not necessarily a chant. There was a part in the book that she was asleep and she was awakened by this part on a commercial. And you have the book over there, but it was something that she kept hearing over and over again. It was basically warning her for what's to come. And I had to, because I'm typing on a computer, and I kept hearing this same line. So as I'm typing it, I had maybe about the third or fourth time rewriting it, I got irritated with myself because I said, why do it? So now I went back to start copying and pasting because I got sick of typing the same exact lines, but though it was a part of the book, there was a reason for it. And she was the character was getting agitated because she kept trying to cut the TV off and it would come back on.
Yes.
She would walk back in the room and it would come back on. I was like, what is that? This was I used it because this is what we go through in life. Mm-hmm. We just pay no attention to the signs that's around us when God tries to give us warnings about things that are getting ready to happen. But at the end of the chant, he said, I promise it'll all be okay. Mm-hmm. She had no idea because she was just getting used to what she had. She thought that was it. She totally forgot about the fact she got it in part and groom, meaning something else was to come. This is not just you. Mm-hmm. But when you have a heavy load and you finally find your own desire, you finally tap into your own stream, you think you made it. Like, yes, I'm here, you know, and no, you're not done, you know. But I promise it'll all be okay. And just to remind her, like you said, constant reminder that I am here.
Yes.
I got you, but I need you to stop, look, and pay attention to everything around you. Utilize this whole entire life because that's what God does. He constantly, even down to this show that we're on right now. I never met you prior to being inspired, but my connection with Nate, in turn, point me into the direction of you. Vice versa, point me in the direction of you. I met Mr. Squeaky that's coming on the show. So, but we don't take the time to really, how we say, smell the flowers. Look around, utilize everything for life and appreciate it. You can't appreciate it if you don't see it. No. You know, back to the word discovering, you know, so, you know.
Which is our theme tonight, discovering the power within, that is the main theme of this book that I want you all to get. So let's pause for a second because we have a lot of people tuned in that are really interested in the book, especially after hearing the introduction and how exciting it is. How can people purchase this book if they want to get it?
You can go to Love Dawn Entertainment, Love Dawn Entertainment, one whole long word, .com. Excuse me. You could also go to, I have it through PayPal. You could use Laskins, LASKINS 725 @gmail.com. And there, I think on there the book is $20, and then the whatever shipping and handling. You could go to Amazon.com, and that is the ebook. That's only the ebook though on Amazon.com. But if you go to lovedawnentertainment.com, the link is on my website, and you can go through there, and it'll take you either to the PayPal or to the Amazon, or you can email me directly, and I can give you the PayPal information, and I'll mail it out within 1 or 2 days. Right after that. Okay. Also, I'm on Facebook, Love Dawn Entertainment as well, and what is it? Instagram, Love _ What was I gotta pull that. I'll tell you that when you come back from commercial, because I always forget my Instagram. Dawn 725. That's what it is. Love _ Dawn 725.
Because I was like, because I tagged it, I put a whole name on there, and then I was like,
I always forget Instagram for whatever reason.
First of all, I'm gonna stop putting stuff in the comments because I always get it wrong, but Blizz always gets it right. So I'm gonna let him handle.
Great Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man.
All right, we got to take this break, everybody. When we come back, we're going to make sure that you have all the information you need to get your hands on Nivea. Also, when we come back from the break, I want to read a couple of the good comments that we got, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But yes, I want to read some of those comments, and I'm so grateful. So just stay tuned and just be interactive with this show, because there's so much to take away from tonight's show. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Whoops.
I missed it.
It's time for flashback.
I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
a long one, you know. Yeah. But it's always something that you can
go ahead. Listen, can you recollect any signs that you might not get right? October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras, and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.com. Products.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice Products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show. I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival. This is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party, and they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote, and we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to be technical, but okay. I don't know about Christmas.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You got the tail end of our commercial break conversation. We're gonna handle everything with love and kindness. We're not going to do anything wrong. But anyway, we're going to read some of the comments a little later on. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, on the mic.
Yeah, you already know your boy Blizzard. And the artist and angel HL7, Azrael.
And we have our guest tonight, Lakeisha Lovedon asking.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Yes, and she is the author of the book Nivea that we have been talking about tonight. Our topic is discovering the power within. Discovering the power within. And we chose that topic because it relates so closely to this book, but I also feel like it is also a powerful message for people that as you go through life, pretty much it is you discovering the power that is within, you know, your gifts and your talents and those things. And we talked a little bit about why it is so important for us to tap into that, because there's so many people who can be blessed, who will be blessed once you discover what your gifts and talents are. And it's that character Dawn that is in the book. She does that. She finds out what her power is, and she's able to help so many. But you know, just because you find it doesn't mean you ever stop learning how it works. Absolutely. And so Dawn in this book, she's constantly being reminded of what her duty is with the gift that she has. So I want to hear from our from the author of this book tonight. Again, just introduce yourself to those who are just tuning in and give them a small synopsis of the book.
I'm Lakeisha Lovedon Askins, author of Nivea, as stated. The book it's about strength. It's about power. It's about empowerment, which is a difference. Power is such a general word. Empowerment. Yeah. This is personalizing, you know, and this is what the character did. The character took what she had and she made it into something unbelievable. It's a fiction book, and it just completely takes the limits off. Yes. You know, imagination, capability. She took. And it's so crazy because it's a fiction book, but it's reality. Yes. You know, so it's loosely based on, you know, and I don't want to say it's loosely based on Christianity because it's normal life. We all have the capability to do what this main character did, and that's, you know, be a light. That's be strength for someone. That's take whatever we have and try to nurture the people and children specifically around us, or others who want to do better and just don't have the know-how, the strength to do better. You know, they say pay it forward. There was a situation with that I think it was a Chick-fil-A where the person paid for the person behind them, and they kept it going for hours, and they kept playing out. Listen, I can't promise you that would have been the person that could do it, because I don't know how much that stuff costs. They could have had a whole car, and it could just be me. Right. But
we go to Chick-fil-A.
But you know what? I loved that when I heard it. I love the the heart of the people, and it's just, it makes you feel good. Like, how can you be angry to when you pull up and somebody say, "Oh, your food was taken care of," they want, and you just pay it forward. It feels good. It changed the trajectory of your day. It's no way that it can't, so this is what I highlight. When it makes it, we look at these superheroes like this big bag thing. No, you don't have to fly to Krypton to be Superman. No, you can be Superman right now.
Yes, you can.
Not all heroes have capes.
Absolutely.
Yay, I like
absolutely
that.
And bars.
Yes. So I want to read some of our comments. First of all, thank you everybody who is tuned in. We have a lot of people who are interested in the book, and during the break, if you're still tuned in during the break, the ad for the book is actually there. You'll see Lakeisha's picture, and you'll see the book, and you'll see that it's also on Amazon. So you can also check it out there. You can go to lovedawnentertainment.com. You'll be able to find the book there as well, or information on how to purchase the book there. I think this is an amazing read for the entire family. In fact, when you read the introduction and when you read the synopsis on the back, it encourages you to read it with even your children. I was able to probably get through the first chapter with the kids. I'll pick up with them, but you know how kids can be, but they enjoyed it. So I'm going to try to introduce some more of the book to them, but I kind of just took it and just started reading it on my own, because you want to go into the next chapter. It's just that interesting, and it's just that descriptive. Now talk a little bit about well, no, I said I wanted to do some comments, so let me do that, because I really do. Okay, so we had Vivian, who says, sounds like a great book. Valicia said, because we were talking about how this book is relative to single mothers, and she said, and for the males raising their children on their own as well.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they could relate, is what she said. She also said, I'm excited about this book, and I'm sure there's some amazing life lessons. We had, who else did we have? Somebody else, Shannon said, cool. Yes. And then Sabrina, first of all, shout out to Sabrina.
Absolutely. Yes.
This woman is a major supporter of so many. And if nobody has ever told you on a public platform, you are amazing. And thank you for all of the support that you give to so many, and not just to us as entertainers and radio hosts, but to so many children out there who need uniforms. I mean, right now she's busy collecting items for Houston, Texas. So shout out to Sabrina. But she said too, when we were talking about using negative situations and turning it into something positive, she said, channel our pain to bring out our strength. Yes,
that's exactly what she did. Absolutely.
And so Angela, she said Christian Nation, and I don't know, but I'm going to go on to the next one. I'm trying to be selective. Yes, I am, because it's all about positivity on the show. But
I definitely though, because like I said, I want to highlight, without even, you don't have to read anything negative, but I was saying in the commercial break, I appreciate even the negativity, because it serves its purpose. Even with the book, the bad thing that happened to her was what pushed her in the direction to do good. You need the darkness for the light. It makes sense. Even with this, I just told you, I've never seen any negative comments on your show, and I support your show. So this to me is nothing but confirmation. It has to be something to pull and tug. That lets you know that you're on the right track. If it's too easy, I ain't doing something right. If it's too easy, we ain't right. We just said it. What they just proved our point. I ain't going to McDonald's. I want what I want. So I would expect the enemy to come and try, but it won't work.
Thank you.
It won't work.
Preach.
Woo! Woo! Somebody say amen. Amen. Woo!
Holy water.
So, but yes, and let me try to get some more of these comments. And guys, if y'all see something that I'm not getting, please let me know.
Hey, Sherelle said my favorite word, facts.
Yes, yes, we love it. And shout out to Sherelle, first of all.
My favorite word.
My sister Sherelle, first of all, who keeps my hair. Well, she don't look at my hair now, Sherelle, because you know I'm due for a come into the shop. But she keeps my hair looking tight, color, cut, everything. She's over there at Make Me Over Salon. Matter of fact, she is the boss. She owns the salon, Make Me Over Salon. Sherelle, Alicia Beauty. She has so many different endeavors. So shout out to her. Yes, yes, yes. Sherelle said, "Laugh out loud, see you soon." I know, Lord have mercy. But so yeah, we got a lot of positivity and love coming through tonight for Nivea the book. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I cannot wait to finish reading it because you know, it's definitely a page turner and so much insight and inspiration on discovering the power within. This is what Dawn gets to do in this book, and what I love about it is that you get to. The book is so descriptive. You actually get to walk through what she's experiencing. You get to see it for yourself, which I love. So when you're reading it, you're imagining everything happening. When we come back from the break, I promise I want to talk about Bakar. I keep saying that he has become like one of my favorite characters in the book.
I love Bakar.
He is so cool.
Love Bakar.
All right, so are we up on the break yet? Let me see. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that break, family. You're tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was waiting.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio, give me a call, and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them. Yeah. So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Singer, writer, recording artist, and I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah,
talent wise,
no doubt.
On this show, we got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP, actually, October 28th.
Okay, and, okay.
Yeah, it's called Life.
Life.
Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first, it's 8 songs on the project, so it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But I put out a mixtape last year, but this is my first official project. Everything else has been singles. So
you're singing your own music now?
I'm singing my own music.
Did you write it?
All original music. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. The creative process was fun. I worked with Junior Lee.
Okay.
With Faith Junkie Productions. He's based out of Delaware.
Okay.
And it was fun. You know, I was going up there. 2-3 times.
It was business because it's your money on the line.
Definitely.
Right.
No major labels.
Yeah. No doubt.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah, you already know your boy Blizzard. And the artisan Angel HL7 Azra.
And we are here with our lovely guest, Lakeisha Love Don Agan.
How y'all doing?
She is the author of the book Nivea. And she is also the host of the Sunset Soul radio show that comes on every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m., which I've had the pleasure of being a guest on the show twice.
Thank you so much. Awesome show.
Thank you. Yeah, so it was a pleasure being there. So it was a no-brainer to have you come on too and share. And this book is definitely a must read. I'm telling you, the guys are like, okay, I gotta get the book because I'm not spoiling nothing.
Itching over there now.
I'm not spoiling nothing.
Talking about scenes with people, and I'm like, what happened?
Listen, if you are here in the city of Baltimore, if y'all call me after the show, I'll come drop the book off. I'm telling you right now, that's how much I'm pushing them. I got them. Y'all want them? They outside. Meet me. I'm serious. The books are $20.
Say no more.
It's worth that. I'm telling you. Y'all know y'all spend that in a day on food. Come on. $20 is nothing. I really desire so much for, especially guys, to read it because I of course want the feedback and I want it, but it's more about the message. Yeah.
I have gotten knocked over my head. My co-host Lasha G, she comes here with me on Thursdays, and she get mad. So she gets so angry because I give out books. And of course any authors, especially new authors, know it's not lucrative. I mean, it really hurts your pockets to give out one book. It hurts your pocket.
Yeah, because the investment you put
absolutely,
you're not making a return.
But you want the message out, and this is what you want, the message out there so bad that it's kind of like I just told you, if you got Kindle, you can read it for. I don't get. I really want you to get the message. The money will come. The all that stuff will come because I know that it will because I tapped into what I'm supposed to tap into. So I know it's gonna come. So that ain't even a question. But I want the message. What should I do?
You should go door to door and sell the book.
That's what what. That's one of the hardest things for me.
Guess what?
It's to sell myself.
Guess what?
Family, y'all know. Keisha's on point.
We need to chat.
She's on point because I feel the same way. I be like, Ramadara.
That's exact. Those people who go door to door to talk to you about your BG&E bill.
Right.
I am now one of those people. I just started a couple of days ago, and I already got a bunch of bills.
You just said BG&E, and I just closed my ears to what you were just saying. So you said the word BG. I can't do it.
That's why I learned. The first thing we learned was there are many ways to say what you want to say. So when we go to the door, originally they had us say major energy, but of course as soon as you hear energy, people are gonna tune out because they already think, oh my goodness, these kids trying to sell me something. But then if you change that word, we just changed energy to response, because technically we're not lying, we are the response team.
So you pride yourself on confusing the people.
Not even confusing. It's not even confusing though. It's like sometimes if you give certain words, people aren't gonna be with it. So sometimes you just have to rephrase it so people don't instantly stereotype it. Because if you go and you knock on doors trying to sell books, first of all, if you knock on anyone's door with a bag and they don't know you, the first thing they're about to say is, "Oh my goodness, I don't want it. You're trying to sell me something." Blah blah blah
they
blah.
Give you the
no matter what you're trying to do,
open the door.
You could be giving them
they be saying it through the peephole. Right. I don't know what you selling, but I don't want it.
Right. That's what.
You can hand out free books and they'll still think you're trying to sell them something.
But you know what? That is what I did. I went to the library.
Yeah.
The Woodlawn actual library, and I found out how that goes. They do let you gift books there. You have to send it in, and they will let you do that. That's something you might want to think about too. But you have to gift the books. But it will be free. But if you just send it in, fill out the application and send it in, and if it gets picked, they'll let you. Send it. So I am moving.
Right.
It's just withstanding, just door to door.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know that takes a different level of anointing.
It's fun. It's fun.
I don't know.
It is fun.
I'm sure. You know.
It is so fun.
All right, so I need to read some of these comments.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got a lot of positive
right?
comments.
They comment. Look at you guys. Thank you.
It's amazing.
Okay, so all right, so let me start with, first of all, shout out to my pastor, Pastor Sharon Smith.
Hey, Pastor. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Pastor Smith. Not
I
Miss
love
Smith.
you so much. And she said, always believe in the possibility of the impossible, because all things are possible. She said also, hey lady, I am enjoying the show. People will always think negative about something they don't know about or haven't tried yet. But if we keep doing the same things, we will get the same results. I am going to get the book.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to bring it when I come visit, because I'm coming to visit. Yes. We already talked about that, actually.
Yeah. All right. And then Sherelle said, confidence is everything. A yes or no, nothing to worry about. You can do that. Then we had, Rakasha. I hope I said your name right. I apologize if I didn't. Blessings, my friends. May the blessings of heaven be upon you, she says. Sherelle says, perspective is everything. I'm with him. She was talking about the comment. Laugh out loud. Most people aren't open-minded. A win for Azra, yes.
I'm open-minded, though.
Right.
You know what we should do?
What?
You remember last time that we had a contest? We should do a contest to give away a book.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's right. I was supposed to do that with the Wisdom on the Wall book too. Okay, so we got to do that. We got to do. So we got two books. Perfect
question, especially since it's a Christian show.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's hold that for after the break, because in that way we can. Wait a minute, jeez, we coming down to almost the end of the show. Good grief, we got 2 segments left.
We can do it.
One segment left.
Someone can answer it on the.
All right, we're gonna have to do it now then. Oh my goodness, because the time is like flying.
We can do it after this break, or we can just put a post up on the page.
Let's do
and
that
whoever
too,
answers
and we're gonna cycle it out. All right, okay. So I got to give a shout out to Crystal Daniels. She came to the book signing for Wisdom on the Wall. She is a dear friend of mine that I went to school with. Shout out to Crystal. She is a friend of the show, and she's my friend. And Lakeisha, what's up, girl? How you doing? Yes, I love Lakeisha. We went to the same church together. We worked on the dance ministry together.
Nice.
Definitely a friend of mine as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I want to just give everybody a shout out. Oh, my sister Sonja. Oh, I love you. Me and you, us never part. She's tuned in. So we got a lot of people just tuned in this week. This show has been nothing but amazing. Oh, Colleen Randolph, shout out to her. She just started a new radio show on Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, congratulations.
So yeah, shout out to her. She's a really good friend of mine that I worked with for years and years at for the federal government. Yes, but she's a good friend of mine. She's somebody I admire. So shout out to her. Megan, also a good friend of mine. What's up, Megan? How are you? Just everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you so much, everybody. And as Lakeisha said, we appreciate all the comments that we got tonight. They all serve their purpose. So thank you, everybody. And we appreciate everybody's perspective, because why, like Lakeisha said, is yours.
Yes, indeed. And it is
your
needed.
perspective. So again, this book, Nivea, written by Lakeisha Love Dawn Askins, who is in the studio with us tonight, is an amazing book. Let me read the back of it real quick, because this is also another little small synopsis for you. Dawn, a beautiful young lady from Baltimore, Maryland, who had such a heart for people, she committed herself to helping others. After a tragic event that took place in her life, she dedicated herself all the more, willing and prepared to offer her life up for another. But little did she know she would soon have to make good on her vow. A sudden shift and a powerful gift left Dawn at a loss for words and no clue how to manage what was now bestowed upon her. Hurdle after hurdle was thrown at Dawn, and she began to wonder, was she really the best one for the job? As time went on, she soon realized all the tests given to her was to prepare her for the biggest test of all, While mastering her gift, she was presented with a task that seemed unbearable. I know a lot of people can relate to that. How could she ever get through this? What had she gotten herself into? She was now the light being drowned by the darkness. Was the gift given to Dawn too much for her to handle? How can one single woman take on the world and survive? Dawn asks herself these questions and prays she finds the answers before it is too late. Ooh.
All right, so right now, I also want to say that I forgot to say this earlier. I like how it's set here because not a lot of stuff happens. Like in books, it's usually like in New York or like or like California, some either really big city or nowhere.
That's true.
There is no in between. Like this is kind of like one of those things where I like it because it's like
it's based here.
Right, it's just like no one really says.
That's where because this is where the need is. If you think about what her gift is and the desire to help people and to, I guess we're gonna say fight crime or whatever.
Right,
we need it. We need, if anything, we need it here in Baltimore.
Let's have all these superheroes in New York. What about Baltimore?
Right.
Yeah.
What I like about
Like,
Dawn
we need
too.
'em.
What I like about Dawn too is that she takes pride in taking care of Baltimore. Like she kind of sits back and looks at, you know, what she was able to do for the city, and she's happy and she's proud of that.
That's her how do you say, her secret place. She goes to her window in her room and she looks out at the city of Baltimore when it's at its quiet or when it's at its peak, whatever it is. She sits there and she kind of just looks at, you know, because we have a beautiful city.
Yeah, we do.
We have, I mean, we mess it up. We tear it up. I'm saying we because no matter if we actually do it or not, if you do it, I do it because we all here. You know, we represent each other.
Yeah.
So, but we have an awesome city. We just don't. We don't. Of course, we don't appreciate it. Maybe because we are here. We were born and raised here, but
and then too, a lot of people who live here, you don't have a chance to enjoy it always because much of what you do, you work here. You know, mostly everybody is getting on and off that bus, trying to go to their next destination, or you riding up and down the highways, getting to and fro different places. So you don't get to look at it from like a tourist perspective most of the time, you know.
Right, because when tourists come down here, I see them downtown. I'm like, why are you here? Like,
man, not until you go into one of those hotels. Because I even did that. I did childcare down there. You go to one of those hotels downtown, on a 13th, 14th, 15th floor, whatever floor, and look out on the city of Baltimore. It is unbelievable.
Of course,
I
it's
mean,
really beautiful, but just what do you do? Like, it's like the gallery. They don't have food there anymore, so you have Port Discovery, the Science Center.
It's a lot downtown.
The aquarium, like
it's being built. It's more down there.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a cool spot, but I guess just us being here, it makes it seem like it's not that much.
Well, see, that's the thing, and that's what the main character did. The job of us, is to impart what it is in you because he's young.
Right.
He's still young. You have not experienced all of what Baltimore has. I haven't experienced all of what Baltimore has. And that's our job, and that's what we don't do. Is to open the eyes up for people. That's all. That's because it's accessible. The crime and the crabs is what I call it. Crimes and crabs. That's accessible. It's right on your front door.
Yeah, but the harbor's accessible. They had a bunch of people from Chicago jump in the harbor. I'm surprised.
But you know what? I think it's more.
They don't have an extra arm. Like,
right? It's so silly. I think it's more about discovering the hidden gems that are in this city. There are a lot of hidden gems. There are places that's outside of the harbor. That's all across the city. You know, just little spots. You know, historical places in the city.
I was about to say,
there are a lot of places all across. Even Lake Clifton Park, they're starting to build that back up. The mansion that's there.
The area by where the lights, I call it 20-something street because everything to me is
25th.
Where they do the lights at, there's a street right there with a whole lot of nice little pubs, and I didn't even know that was back there. What is it, Hamden?
Hamden.
Oh yeah, they had just built a nice skate park up there. That's where me and Brandon go. They also are fixing
Patterson Park. Patterson Park is beautiful.
Yeah,
I love Patterson.
Because once upon a time it was rough, but yeah. Oh,
Patterson,
shout out
like
to
the
my
school?
Baltimore
No,
Huns. I gotta give them a shout out because they, you know, the Hun Cafe and everything. Shout out to them. I am a Baltimore Hun. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
So I gotta give a shout out to them, you know, in Hamden area down there. All right, so yes, we have been talking about the book Nivea, written by Lakeisha, who's on our show, and she's also the host of the Sunset Soul radio show that'll be on tomorrow night. And actually, the guest that we had on last week, Squeaky, is going to be on their show tomorrow night. And as you know, all the talk has been about Houston, and yes, don't get me wrong, you know, help is needed. They are in devastation, but talk about the topic for tomorrow night, because
you gonna get me in trouble.
Okay, I
no.
Tell it.
The topic is don't we all live in Houston?
Okay.
Why are their cries louder than ours?
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
That's it. That's enough.
You gotta tune in tomorrow.
You gotta tune in. We don't want to give up nothing else.
Why do I live in Houston? I'm not, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I was in Baltimore. I gotta watch now.
Are you? Because we all flooded, but by what? Like I said, you know, that's what
questions.
And that's it. We can't give you no more. We can't give you no more. That's it.
You said you wanted to ask about Bakar.
Yes, thank you. I should have wrote that down. Okay, so all right. Well, it's actually how you perceive him. So Dawn sees him as a bird, right? Well,
strangely formed bird.
She said, "But people will see." Okay, so what I liked about what he said is that he said this toward the end of the book. He said people will, you know, may not be able to see through to the heart of a person. He was like, you're able to see through to who I really am. So that's why you can see me as this bird, but not everybody else is going to see that. People might just see what's on the surface, this tall, dark, and handsome man. But his name, Bakar, when I read it, I was like, bird, Bakar, like the sound that a bird makes. Don't laugh at me. I know that's corny.
No, that's
but that was my perception. Is that what you meant by naming him that, Bakar?
Me and the kids were playing around with, because before we made a story, we just was playing around with names. Just like, you know, Nivea, they made up their own name. So we were just kind of, it was a long list of different names. I was thinking of the toucan sandbird when we were going with Bakar, and that is it just fit. It just went, you know, along with it. But I love the fact that the young man who drew this I didn't want Bakar to be seen. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want Bakar. Okay, what?
Dang. Okay, that was so fast. I'm sitting here trying to respond to comments and listen and promote the book. All right, we got to take a break. I'm sad to say that when we come back, we'll be going into our last segment of the show tonight. Oh, man. But anyway, y'all know y'all can come back next week, right? That's what we want you to do. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Marnie, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That
some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard. I want to say happy birthday to my homie Maya.
Yeah.
Yiddo.
And the artisan angel, archangel, avenger, Azrael.
You know,
I had to give the whole title.
And our guest tonight, Lakeisha Lovedon Askin.
How y'all doing?
And okay, so before I go, I need to make sure that I make these two announcements. So if you are looking for a job, that's right, if you are looking for a job, I have two opportunities for you. Living Out Loud Incorporated is looking for a part-time direct support professional to provide support to individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities in the community and home settings. If you want to have this job, here are the qualifications. You must have a valid driver's license, own reliable transportation, and be able to pass a criminal background check. If you want more information about how to apply for this job, call 410-665-2600, or you can send an email to livingoutloud@verizon.net. Again, that is livingoutloud@verizon.net. Also, Living Out Loud has another position available. If you are a CNA, I hope you're listening, because Living Out Loud is looking for a qualified certified nursing assistant. Right?
There we go.
Looking to provide support services to individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities, ages 21 and over, in their homes and communities. There are quite a few of requirements, but you must have a high school diploma and you must be a certified nursing assistant with CPR and first aid certification. There are some other qualifications, but if you are interested in this job, again, you can call 410-665-2600. Again, that number is 410-665-2600, or you can send an email to livingoutloud@verizon.net. I needed to make sure that I made that announcement, and what we're going to do is post this to our page. So if anyone is looking for a position, that opportunity is there for you. Also, September 22nd through 24th, 2017, I am going to be hosting the Live on Purpose Conference. Woohoo! Yes, I'll be working the entire weekend from Friday to Sunday at the Courtyard by Marriott down in Williamsburg, Virginia. If you wanted to find out more information about that, you can go to www.KadishaCarroll.com. And Kadisha Carroll is actually one of the co-authors of the Wisdom on the Wall book.
Great book. I read it.
Thank you so much. I'll give you more information on how to purchase that. But she's also the coordinator of this event, Live on Purpose Conference. So you don't want to miss that. The whole weekend is just going to be power packed with praise and worship that Friday, empowerment workshops that Saturday, and a comedy show that night, and then words of encouragement on that Sunday. The whole weekend is just going to be phenomenal. I just can't even tell you enough. So I'm going to make sure I send some more information for you. But again, we had our wonderful guest tonight that I really want to thank for being here. We gotta have you back because I gotta finish the book, and also we gotta talk about it some more. Lakeisha, tell everybody how they can purchase Nivea.
If you are interested in getting the book, hopefully you are, you can go to my website, lovedonentertainment.com, lovedonentertainment.com, and there's a link there for the PayPal option, in which I will send the book out to you. I will mail it out to you. If you're in the Baltimore area, I can bring it to you. If you are a church and you want to get a couple books, I can come to your church and speak. Or you can go to Amazon.com and you can get the ebook that is available there as well. If you want to reach me, you can go to Lovedon Entertainment on Facebook and reach me, or Instagram on _Dawn 725.
All right,
I got it.
Listen, that's a wrap. Thank you all for tuning in to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Make sure you tune in to Sunset Soul tomorrow night, 8 to 10 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Did I do it right? We missed it. Okay. All right. Tune in next week to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Bleeper.
Last time on Talk Lately.
Government. I don't understand why. Look.